You don't know me to be.
But listen, I figured if you say that, I'm gonna start something, so I'm gonna, y'all doing
We got you.
Great afternoon, Bulldogs. It's a great day in Bulldog country, and it's a great day to be a Bulldog. I am Giovanni Ayers, a senior political science pre-law major from Columbia, South Carolina, and I humbly serve as this year's Student Government Association president here at South Carolina State University, where the tenacity is fierce and the expectations are limitless. As a student leader and a student, nothing makes me more excited to actually be here with you all physically back on campus to help celebrate this great day. I am so happy that you all have joined us today. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, the President and Lady Conyers, the President's leadership team, the faculty, staff, and most importantly, the key stakeholders of this university, the students, I would like to welcome you to the celebration of 125 years of excellence in higher education. That's right, it started right here in 1896. Since then, SC State has been the place where lives were transformed, where history was made, where activism happened, and where innovation continues to be revealed. Today, we are here to rededicate ourselves to our mission and open the doors to a more promising future with the announcement of an awesome appeal aimed at building the annual fund and giving our university the financial support it needs to enrich and enhance the campus experience for our students. Thank you for being here and thank you for your support of our students. And now, to continue this kickoff event, please join me in welcoming the National Alumni Association President, Hank Allen.
Thank you, Ms. Ayers. And as you stated earlier, great afternoon, Bulldogs. Sorry I'm not able to join you in person. Mother Nature thought that sending a torrential downpour through the Midwest took priority to me flying. But SC State taught me to be fluid and ask, what else can I do to achieve the result? So here we are. As the new president of the National Alumni Association, it's great to see all of you here today to support this great cause. And it's very inspiring to be a part of this 125th anniversary campaign kickoff. The seeds that started SC State College were planted in 1896, and the fruits of that labor have led to Bulldogs making a difference in almost every aspect of society. And for that, we must be incredibly proud. And we must continue to build on that legacy. We're fortunate to have a strong alumni association. We have passionate and zealous alumni who have made it their life's work to support, serve, and give back to the university. This type of unselfish support serves as an excellent example for our future alums to know what a true loyal son and daughter look like. Today is a special day in that the university is asking its loyal sons and daughters to rally to her call, and rally we must. So in a collaborative move to provide sustained financial support for SC State University, the National Alumni Association is asking its membership to raise $125,000 to support this endeavor. So let us rally to her call and ready all to do and dare. Thank you in advance for your contributions to help celebrate the university's 125th anniversary. I know the university and the students will appreciate your support. Thank you again, and go Bulldogs!
Thank you so much, Mr. Allen, for those lovely words. Now we will have our First Lady, Mrs. Conyers, introduce her husband, President Alexander Conyers. Thank you. Good afternoon, Bulldogs. Let's do that again. Good afternoon, Bulldogs. My name is Agatha Humans Conyers, and I'm a proud 1986 graduate of South Carolina State University. Over the last several weeks, I'm humbled. I consider it a privilege to be back here on the campus of South Carolina State University. It brought back a lot of memories for me when I was an undergrad and an engineering student here. I had a chance to speak with a number of students about their experiences here at SC State and about what their hopes and dreams are following their graduation. I'm honored to be here today on this awesome and exciting occasion to support my husband, your former acting president, as of today, your interim president. This is a very important campaign that he is very passionate about. My task today is to introduce Alex to you all. So I'm going to take this a little light. I'm not going to do all that stuffy stuff. While many people think that we met here on the campus of South Carolina State, we actually didn't. I had no idea who Alex Conyers was. Most people called him Herc, and I definitely didn't know who that was. It is a bit unusual, I know, considering that South Carolina State is a close-knit community. We kind of take care of each other here. And it wasn't until 10 years after the both of us had graduated and gone on with our respective lives when we actually met. And one thing he said to me on our first date, he said, Agatha, my priorities are God first, my family second, my country third, and South Carolina State University fourth. I thought to myself, I think that's what I think as well. Maybe this guy's pretty good. And so the rest is history. For more than 25 years, I have watched Alex as my husband, the father of our two children, and as a leader who has served our country with honor and integrity. Every position that he has held, he has led with passion and unwavering dedication, always leaving every organization much better than he found it. I believe the same holds true for his new position here as interim president. Alex is excited about where South Carolina State University is headed, and he is determined to continue to elevate this institution during this time. He's smart, caring, strategic, and fair. But most of all, and most importantly, he seeks God's counsel in everything that he does. I'm so proud to call him my life partner, and it is with pleasure that I introduce and present to you Interim President Alexander Conley.
Good afternoon, Bulldogs. If y'all don't mind indulging me for just one moment, I know our Board of Trustees came in, they had a meeting, so they got in just a few seconds late. But if this was church, we will have another selection before the preacher. So I'm going to ask our band to give us one more, and then I'm going to ask this team down below to spread out just a little, and I want to replay this awesome video so that everyone will get a chance to see it, please. Thank you very much. Again, good afternoon. It is indeed a great day to be a Bulldog, and I hope everyone is doing well considering this COVID environment that we are in. I would like to say thanks to Mr. Allen for sharing the occasions, and thanks to you and the National Alumni Association for your partnership in elevating South Carolina State University. First, I would like to thank my lovely wife, Agatha, for that wonderful introduction. We are both proud alumni of South Carolina State, and it has been such an honor to be able to come back here to serve our beloved alma mater. Now, Agatha has been always able to keep me humble. No matter how big my head may get, she's been able to do it, and this has been no different. This past week, I was with Agatha in her hometown of Hampton, and that's Hampton, South Carolina. She likes to make people think it's Hampton, Virginia, but it's Hampton, South Carolina. And after eating at this restaurant, as we were leaving, this guy came up in the back and he engaged Agatha in a small conversation. I went on to the truck. Agatha got in the truck and I was like, who is that? She said, oh, that's the dishwasher here. He's my high school boyfriend. I was like, oh, okay. I said, well, you know, so driving along, I said, well, Agatha, see, if you'd married that guy, you'd be married to a dishwasher. Agatha said, no, Alex, if I'd married that guy, he'd be the acting president. So again, I'm glad I married Agatha. Thank you for all that you've done for me and the kids over these years. I would also like to thank and recognize Chairman Jenkins and the entire Board of Trustees. Thank you for your support and for your unwavering affirmation as we execute an epic vision that will allow our brilliant students and ensure that South Carolina State remains a place of prominence in the higher education arena. And I'd just like to thank these students on stage here today. Please join me in a warm welcome to our students. Thank you all so much for what you do. In addition to going to class and showing your grades are up, you take on the extra and added responsibilities of representing us, all of us, at football games, at basketball games, and I know it's extra work, and I'm greatly appreciative of your efforts. Thank you very much. I've been acting president for a very short time, but we've already hit the ground running with some success, and there's plenty more to do. This year, 2021, we celebrate 125 years of providing an exemplary education to tens of thousands of young men and women who have graduated and gone out into the world to do extraordinary things. When you look at every corner of life and business across this nation and the world, South Carolina State University is represented by talented individuals who chose this institution, matriculated, graduated, and made phenomenal contributions. And they continue to be a part of our story by giving back to South Carolina State. Today, this tradition of excellence continues as we prepare students to compete on a global stage. This brings me to the reason why we are here today. As active alumni, Agatha and I have always been keenly focused on how we can make this university stronger and better, whether it's through providing scholarship opportunities to students, or improving the grounds of the campus, or even providing university employees with recognition and professional development opportunities. It is all necessary to provide the best campus experience for our students. After all, our students are the reason why we do what we do. Higher education has become extremely competitive. Every day, other universities in this state and out of this state are aggressively marketing to our targeted audience. Let's face it, students today have more choices than they've ever had. So it's up to us to do our very best to create a unique experience that not only attracts the student, but one that makes parents feel good about the decision their student is making to attend South Carolina State University. We are ever so mindful that in order to implement these various initiatives, we need funding. So today, in celebration of 125 years, I am proud to announce the kickoff of a $1.25 million campaign. This campaign will run for 125 days through December 27th. Put us on your Christmas list, please. And funds raised will help build our annual fund so that the university can invest in projects and initiatives that will enhance the student experience here at South Carolina State. Now let me be clear that this is not the typical capital campaign plan that we are looking for. That's a multi-year $50 million, $100 million campaign. This gets us there. If you look at the feasibility study that was done as we tried to get to a capital campaign plan, one of the things that companies and foundations look at is the percentage of giving by alums. So we have an opportunity to increase our percentage of giving by partaking in this campaign, and I look forward to all of you doing so. So at this time, I would like to ask my wife to join me again on stage. Agatha and I are honored to kick off this 125th celebration campaign with a check. Now I'd like to remind most of you, as Hank Allen does, many companies provide matching funds for their contributions. Unfortunately for me, having served the last 30 years in the federal government and now in the state government, there are no matching funds. So when I decided to donate to this fund, I had an amount set, and that's what I was good with. 2 kids in college, like many of you, I said, this is what we're gonna give. And then Agatha said to me, like, wait a minute, where's our matching funds? I said, well, the state doesn't give matching funds, because, you know, like many of these companies. She's like, well, you retired from the Army, you have a new boss, I'm the general, and I'm gonna match your funds. So, with that, my initial presentation to this campaign was in honor of 125 years, was $12,500. But with my wife matching funds, we're proud to present a check for $25,000. Again, for the students. Thanks to Mr. Hank Allen for his call this morning. When he called and said he could not make it, Hank Allen has already sent his check in for $5,000, so we're $30,000 on our way. Now, if you know Hank Allen, I say, Hank, I know you're trying to make me feel good today, because I know you plan to add more zeros behind this 5 here. So again, thanks to Hank Allen for his donation already today of $5,000. We would like to challenge our fellow alumni and alumni chapters, as well as members of the Bulldog community and businesses and corporations, to contribute to this fund. No gift is too large or too small. Every dollar counts. With that said, let's show up in a way our Bulldog Nation has not seen in a very long time. We can reach this $1.25 million goal, but we can't do it without you, all of you. We can't do it without our students. We can't do it without our awesome faculty, and we certainly cannot and would not want to do it without the help of our alumni and our community and corporate partners. Our students deserve our very best, and the world will continue to know that South Carolina State University is the very best. Thank you in advance for your support, and again, go Bulldogs!
Good afternoon. Wow. I would like to say thank you to President and First Lady Conyers for setting the stage as we kick off our annual appeal. What an incredible way to make an impact here at SC State. I am Dr. Gwyneth Nelson, the Associate Vice President of Institutional Advancement. My colleague, Mrs. Sonia Bennett-Bellamy, Vice President of Institutional Advancement, sends her regards as she is here with us virtually. A couple of months ago, President Conyers approached me
about the possibility of doing a special fundraising initiative that would focus on our 125 years anniversary. He stated that he would like to raise $1.25 million by December the 10th. Today I learned that we have a few more days, but even at that, I was like, wait, what? That's only a few months from now. That's what I was saying in my mind. He then asked if I thought it was possible. Well, I'm a true optimist, and I sincerely believe that if you reach for the moon, even if you fall short, you will land among the stars. So I said, President Conyers, yes, we can raise $1.25 million. And after a brief discussion, I left his office and took the elevator because my knees were shaking, because I realized the commitment that we had just made. But this is what I do know. The majority of the people I have spoken with believe that we can do this. So guess what? Failure is not an option. I challenge each one of you to dig deep and give and get. We need your help in order to make this goal a reality, because failure is not an option. To the Board of Trustees, we need your help. We need for you to give and to open doors for President Conyers and myself to meet with people, corporations, foundations that you may know who have the capacity to give. Why? Because failure is not an option. To faculty, staff, and students, this is our school. And as President Conyers said, we can't expect others to give if we do not give. I'm asking you to dig deep. Why? Everybody with me? Because failure is not an option. And then, of course, to our wonderful and dedicated alumni, we could not have made our fundraising goal last fiscal year without you. So for this fundraising initiative, I'm asking for y'all to help me again, help us again. Why? Lastly but not least, failure is not an option. In the next few weeks, you will receive a mailer that will give more information about this fundraising initiative. We would strongly encourage you to donate online at www.scsu.edu and click the Give Now tab, and be sure to designate your contribution to the annual fund. If you like, of course, you may mail a check into our office. Please be sure to write the check out to South Carolina State Foundation, and on the memo line of the check, write annual fund. And of course, if your company does matching gifts, that would be great also. There is no amount that's too small, and most certainly not too large, to support this great endeavor. My staff also have some pledge gift cards, and they'll come around. If you want to fill out one today, we are more than happy to take your money and your pledge. And if you do that today, you will receive a commemorative lapel pin. SC State, we are ready to do and dare. Lastly, I would like to thank Crestmark LLC, Jen Affairs, ACS, Mr. Ronald Hayes, and of course, the entire institutional advancement team for their hard work that it actually took to pull off this very successful event. And now, to close us out, we have the Marching 101. Take it away. Thank you.
Again, thank you all so very much. Let's give a round of applause to these students again. I know many of our alumni like talking about how things used to be when they were here, 20, 30 years ago. There's one thing I'm grateful of that we have now that we did not have 20, 30 years ago, and that's the power of the internet. Just while sitting here, we had our first $5,000 gift come in. And that was from Ms. Helen Corbett Brandenburg out of Atlanta. So thank you very much.